Hello everyone, thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. This is Luke Brown. I'm from Queen Creek, Arizona. I also reside near Durango, Colorado. So I have two homes. I've got a horse for sale, another horse for sale. Her name is Lilly. She's a registered Arabian, an 8-year-old registered Arabian, and she's a purebred, obviously. Her registered name is Afire Lilly. She's an excellent Arabian mare. She's a smaller, petite mare. She's about 14 and a half hands high, tall, and she's very responsive, as you can see. I'm just doing some lunging left to right. I'm getting her to move her forequarters and also her hindquarters when she lunges back to the other direction. There's a forequarter. I call it lunging for respect, and I do a lot of groundwork with these horses. Half of my training is on the ground, so I can make sure that they're well trained, under control, well mannered before I ever get on them. Lilly, I can ride her bareback. I can ride her with a saddle. I've ridden her many times along the city streets out here in Queen Creek, and it's a slightly rural area. I'm doing right now, I'm getting her to back up, which is shaking the rope. As I said, she's very responsive. And I'm just doing some lunging as I'm walking forward, so she's coming all the way around me. She's yielding her hindquarters and then lunging forward, yielding her hindquarters. And then just doing some backing up, just some slight pressure on the rope, on the lead rope. I've got a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm just leading Lilly with her on top. You can tell that Lily's not agitated or irritated at all, that my daughter's up on top of her. Lily's very calm, collected. As most of you know who are interested in Arabians, Arabians are quite a hyper animal. They're very hot-blooded. Lilly is definitely hot-blooded Arabian, but she has excellent training by me, yours truly. My business is desert to mountain horsemanship, and as you can see, I'm doing some backing up and then some lateral movement. She sidesteps just as well to the left and to the right. She's got a great foundation on her, and she has potential to be a show horse. She has the potential to be a trail horse, a work horse, a ranch horse. You name it, she's got a potential for just about anything you could think of. She's got quite a bit of speed on her. She could even be a barrel racer. Right now I'm doing some desensitization. As anybody who knows Arabians, they need lots of desensitization. I'm doing that with a whip right now. I was whipping to the side of her, in front of her, also lightly tapping her legs with the whip. She's not affected by it at all. Now I'm desensitizing with a white sack. And when I first started this, she literally freaked out over this. She's, like I said, very hot-blooded. But I've spent multiple months really working on desensitizing her and getting to the point where she doesn't even flinch with that kind of desensitization. Usually when I get on my horses, I work on some lateral flexion. So just put a little light pressure on the rein on each side and get her to flex laterally. Very light pressure. She goes all the way to my knee. She doesn't complain at all about this. This makes her collected and supple. Now I'm doing some forward action that just shows how supple she is to the bit. Now I'm making the motion more challenging, so I'm doing lateral flexion and then I'm moving her backwards while she's laterally flexed, and then moving the hindquarters to the right and to the left. This is quite a challenging motion for these horses. If they're side bent, they're laterally flexed, and then they're moving those hindquarters and moving backwards and to the left and to the right. That can be quite challenging, and it takes a while to train them to do so, but it shows how collected and in control she is. Now I'm just galloping her back and forth along this narrow road. She does a little bit better in an arena or a wider space, but this is what I had at the time. And so I'm just galloping down. I sit down and pull back just a little. She stops on a dime, and then she backs up a little, and then I spin her around and come back the other way. When she turns right, she usually leads with the right foot, and when she turns left, she usually leads with the left. Sometimes she overspins just a little bit with the hindquarters, but in general, she's very, very well in control. She's really smooth when I'm galloping her. She's very collected. And like I said, she could make a good show horse. She's got the fundamentals to just about do anything. A show horse, a barrel horse, even possibly a roping horse. She could certainly be a trail horse. I'm 210 pounds. I'm 6'4". And so she may look a little bit small, but I'm a pretty good sized guy. And I've ridden her almost all day at almost a gallop, and she can tolerate that all day. She's got the endurance, probably the best endurance of any horse I've ever ridden. And of course, that Arabian blood, they're bred for that. She's an excellent horse. Like I said, she's 8 years old, registered Arabian. She's highly sensitized or desensitized. I can get on and off from both sides. I can rope off of her. She's not afraid of that at all. I can drag things on her. She's ready for her next owner and ready to move to the next level. So just give me a call, 480-432-3787, and we can talk. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you so you can have your next Arabian mare. Thank you.